Ayokunle, on that day, many will say, Lord, in your name have we not prophesied, cast out devils and done many wonderful works? But the master will say, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye workers of iniquities. Ayokunle, may that never be your portion.
And you too, Ogami.
Ayokunle, what shall we say to these things? Find church building without refined members in the building. Church is meant to be a place of refuge where members of Christ's body carry one another's burden.
One family.
But while hostility in the place of cordiality, why seed of discord in the place of one accord? Manipulation, exploitation, and deception in the place of salvation. Christianity, what is wrong with you?
What a question.
Father-son relationship, now master-servant relationship. Mentors are now tormentors, pillars are now caterpillars. Many who were never children of God are now men of God, and many men of God are now God of men. No wonder many now worship men instead of God. Ordination is now based on financial qualification and no longer spiritual certification. What a perversion in our congregation. Bitterness, ritual killings, all kinds of wickedness in the place of righteousness. Kingdom business now turning personal business.
Love of money.
How come a nation with the topmost richest pastors and the biggest auditorium in the world, still with the topmost poorest church members in the world?
It is
a
well.
multi-million pastor, still with multi-poor members. Ayokunle, where then is the evangelism in our Pentecostalism if we don't practice poverty alleviation in our congregation? Tell me, where is the apostolic doctrine of one for all and all for one, sharing things in common, and none was in need, because distribution was made unto every man according to as he had need? Christianity, I ask, what is wrong with you?
What a question.
Ayokunle, tell me, what even stops the church to unite and observe a common season of fasting and prayer together like Ramadan and pray for the peace and progress of this nation?
I wonder.
Don't you think with unity and togetherness of purpose, the church has what it takes to decide who occupies the leadership position of this nation?
Why not? If not,
but here we are by the riverside of Babylon, weeping they want to Islamize us, forgetting that while we were busy fighting ourselves with division of denomination, the wiser men, according to the scripture, grab the politics and position themselves in sensitive positions. Christianity, what is wrong with you? Vision, suffering abortion for lack of provision, yet in the same congregation are men of influence and affluence. No wonder among the topmost gospel artists of today, majority comes from a particular denomination. Ayokunle, not because they are the most gifted or most spiritual, but because they have a father who is a feather for them to go further. Few are makers of men, while others are users of men. Daddy, if I may ask, your name is just sounding from afar. But sir, how far has anyone gone through you so far? I wonder why we cannot redeem and win them also through gospel music and sanitize the entertainment industry that is polluting millions of our youth today. Is it that saving our youth from drugs, rapes, violence, depression, and illicit sex addiction through gospel entertainment is no longer evangelism? Ayokunle, what then stop each big church from having a functional record label to promote kingdom's talent? The missionaries brought free education, healthcare, and made positive impact in our society. But if I may ask, Ayokunle, today's church, what have you brought?
It is well. Ogami, they brought division and segregation. Yeah, they tried.
Fading away like the stars of the morning.
Ayọ̀kúnlé.
Mò ń jẹ́.
It is nice to be important, but more important to be nice.
Tòótọ́ ló pa.
Then let us all start practicalizing love and not just verbalizing it. I hope we all have learned from this pandemic that vanity upon vanity, one day all will be vanity. I hope we have realized that God's purpose of prosperity in church is for many out of poverty. I hope the voice of truth of many pastors will no longer be silenced by fat envelope from corrupt politicians and fraudulent men.
I pray so.
I hope the popular message of your offering will terminate your suffering. Your tithe will make things not to get tight. We now give way for the apostolic message of true love and righteousness. I hope many of our pastors' wives will now realize that mother in Israel is not just about the big heart but big heart.
Of kindness.
I hope there will be an end to kidnappers, 419, armed robbers, drug pushers, and so on, having men of God as spiritual backup. Ayọ̀kúnlé, it is time for the church to arise and rebuild the walls of Jerusalem, that we be no more in reproach. It is time to stop selling our birthright and start making things right. The foundation laid by Christ, let us not betray. Our fathers in faith, please lead us not astray. With honesty and modesty, let's bring back dignity and integrity into Christianity. Let's remember His coming is near, when we all shall account for what we have done. That day, Ayọ̀kúnlé, will God welcome you to bliss or beckon you to abyss? Why can't we live our best today as if it's our last day to live? Why can't we amend our ways before the doomsday?